Furless hostages. No. Werewolf berserkers. Infiltrators. Sent to the enemy disguised as humans. Terrible duty for any soldier. Spying. Sabotage. A suicidal act of desperation. Stand down, warriors of Temuria. I promise a fair trial for all who place themselves in my trust.
Begone, Tsar. You cannot help us now. The Conclave betrayed us, just like they betrayed our land. Let Dorothea burn, and let us burn with it. You cannot help us.
Why keep your human forms? You're not infiltrators now.
You think we choose to be like this? The final curse of the Conclave. Their desperate attempt to save us from the enemy trapped us as furless beasts forever. They're ashamed of us. They keep us hidden away. But we will hide no longer. You cannot help us.
I recognize your voice. You're Sanka Darkfever, aren't you?
I was. Once.
We fought together at Wolftrap Pass. Do you remember?
Aye. A great victory for the Berserkers. That was before they chose me for this honor. They sent us across the border with this enchanted disguise to bring terror to the enemy camps. A werewolf hidden beneath furless skin. So many of us died in those suicidal attacks. You cannot help us.
We may yet be able to cure you. I am striving to appease the spirits of the ancestral moon. If they favor us and lift the final curse, you may yet be freed.
Enough lies! The ancestral shades have abandoned us. Temuria is doomed. You wish to help us? Then end our lives in battle.
We must talk quickly before the rest of the Conclave convenes.
Who is still alive?
I'm uncertain. The Speaker for the Blood Pact is dead. The Grey Claws have broken with the Conclave. Flame Craves rarely come to Duratia these days. I have sent for the speakers of the Elder Blood, Darkfang, and Wild Moon tribes, but most of the elders fled Duratia when the attack began. I heard that Gra Madhowler is now speaker for the Moonhowler tribes, but I cannot confirm it.
He won't be coming. I, deposed him the other day.
Well, perhaps just as well, under the circumstances. Listen, you are in great danger if the others arrive. I wish there was an easy way of asking this.
Come on, out with it.
How long have you been a demon, Tsar?
How dare you accuse me of being a demon, Krek?
Don't deny it, Tsar, if you are still Tsar. My senses reach further into shadow than any mere mage. I know what you are.
I am still Tsar, whatever body houses my soul.
I believe you, but perhaps only because I wish to believe that my friend still lives. The others will not understand, and all who are shamans of the tribes will immediately know what you are. Already, demon hunters stalk the land, seeking your death. We must be careful. Both our lives are at risk here. They will kill you as a demon, and they will execute me for assisting one. Ask me what you wish to know.
How can the Crucible of Souls be destroyed?
This is what you seek? To shatter the cauldron that once was ours? Better this than what the Furless mages might do with it, perhaps. But the other members of the Conclave will not support you. Since the overthrowing of the Queen of the Sun, the cauldron belongs to Temuria herself, and the cauldron is power itself. But alas, I do not know how or even if the cauldron can be broken, and I doubt there is any wolf who does. Speak your mind.
You said no wolf knows how to destroy the Crucible of Souls. Who might know if the Conclave does not?
None among the Furless, I'll wager, unless their oracle has seen it happen in what has yet to come to pass. But I hear the oracle has fled. And besides, she rarely speaks to our kind. Alas, there is no one in this entire world who has the knowledge you seek. Ask your questions.
No one in this world, you say? Are there other worlds?
Indeed, there are a million other worlds that hang like fruit from the Tree of Worlds. But since the falling of Shadow, the dream world is cut off from us, and there is no way to climb the branches of the cosmic tree. The last passage there lies beneath us, the Gate of Dreams. But no one has dared venture there for centuries. Ask me what you wish to know.
Suppose I managed to get into the dream world. Is there someone in another world I could ask about destroying the cauldron?
There is one who would know. But to seek audience would be to invite death.
Who could stand against Tsar the Berserker?
Ah, my friend. Perhaps no one from this world, but he of whom I speak is not of this world, or of any other. He is the serpent worm at the roots of the Tree of Worlds. He who will swallow the sun on the final day. Our people call him Grabak, the serpent of 1,000 coils, the harbinger of apocalypse, the herald of Armageddon. I should not have mentioned this to you. Give up this foolhardy quest before it brings you to ruin. Ask me what you wish to know.
How do I reach the Gate of Dreams?
Reaching it is easy. You will find it within the ziggurat of the sun, beneath our very feet. But the ancestral shades will not open the gate for anyone. You will have to prove yourself to them.
No problem. Ancestral shades love me.
If you can pass their tests, the Gate of Dreams shall be opened for you. And then your troubles will truly begin. Ask me what you wish to know.
You saw that I was a demon. How?
It is one thing to have the sight, to see into shadow as all mages can. It is quite another to be a shaman of the tribes of Taymuria. You stink of demons,
Well, I haven't bathed in days.
Ask me what you wish to know.
When we met before, down in Duratir, you were shocked. You said that you could scarcely believe it.
There is a prophecy from the last days of the Queen of the Sun. A wolf shall become a demon. A demon shall become a wolf. When the great city burns, the fate of the world shall rest upon both their shoulders.
What a useless prophecy. It says absolutely nothing.
You are the demon wolf that was foretold, Tsar. You are destined to save us all, or bring doom upon us.
No pressure, then. Damn prophecies. More trouble than they're worth.
Ask me what you wish to know.
Can the final curse be undone?
No shaman could unweave this curse from our land. It is beyond our ken. The situation is hopeless. What would you know?
I need to find a shaman who can perform the endless chant and hold the curse at bay. Will you do it?
There is already a shaman tasked with bearing this burden. A brave and foolish old wolf called Densok Flamecrave. He was the speaker for those tribes when the conclave was formed. Do not ask me what happened to him. There's nothing I can tell you. What would you know?
Will you not take Densok's burden away from him?
I cannot. Ask me what you wish to know.
So, let's see if I have this straight. I have to enter the Ziggurat of the Sun and find the Gate of Dreams. Then I have to pass some tests set by the Ancestral Shades in order to open the gate. Then I have to find some snake called Grabak and get him to tell me how to destroy the Crucible of Souls.
Do not be so flippant about what you are undertaking, Tsar.
So, is there a portal into the Ziggurat of the Sun, or do I have to walk?
I shall open the antiport for you. Urdvadvara. May the spirits of our ancestors shine their favor upon you, Tsar.
They'd better, or I'll kick their tails.
So, it comes at last to what is now our domain. Is it wolf or demon? It is more than either. It brings outsiders.
I seek the Gate of Dreams, O spirits of my ancestors.
We know why you are here. Take the trials, Demon Wolf. We shall be waiting for you.
What can I say of that space between dimensions that Temurians call the Tree of Worlds? I had studied all that had been written about the Cosmic Tree, the paths and linkages between other planes of existence. I had learned almost nothing. I knew from studying the Oracle that her foresight depended upon this dream of time and space. But even she could see only those worlds that echoed and mirrored the heretic kingdoms. The ethereal tendrils between the planes of existence bound them together, each world oblivious of its myriad brethren beyond. Beneath it all, the roots of the cosmic tree, where the terrible serpent worm had slumbered for eons.
I would speak with thee, O Grabak, serpent of 1,000 coils, harbinger of apocalypse, herald of Armageddon.
Grabak. Now that's a word I've not heard spoken for many centuries. So many names you short-lived beings have given me. Tehom, Tiamat, Neithog, Druk, Audu, Melokanal. Legends of beginnings, legends of ends. Here I am, and here I remain, trapped beneath the roots of the cosmic tree for all eternity. Immortal, invincible, and so terribly, terribly bored. Speak.
O Grabak, dost thou knowest how to destroy the Crucible of Souls?
That trinket. This is what brings you here. There was a time when you short-lived ones would come to challenge me, to try to prevent my bringing about the end of their little worlds. But no, you come to ask advice on destroying a cauldron. All my awesome power, all my boundless intellect. And you come to ask about thaumaturgical blacksmithery. You disappoint me, little one. What do you want, little one?
Where art this place, O Grabak?
You come to meet with me, but you do not know where you are. We are beneath the Tree of Worlds. The roots of the cosmic tree are my prison. This is the space between those places where you short-lived ones dwell. The nexus, where all dimensions intersect. Some call it the dream world, and indeed some who dream can travel here, although it is dangerous to do so. I can sense all those worlds out there, but I am bound to these roots for eternity. Ask your questions.
Thou art imprisoned here forever, O Grabak?
No, not forever. Many with the gift of prophecy have foretold of my arrival and the end of their world. I have seen futures where I am unleashed. My time shall come again. Speak.
Thou destroyest worlds for thy own amusement?
I have done. Perhaps I shall again. But ending worlds is far too easy for the likes of I. I prefer a challenge. I am listening.
If thou art so powerful, O Grabak, why canst thou not escape?
You dare ask me this? The unbridled exercise of my power bores me even more than my imprisonment. But I shall not tell the likes of you the tale of how I came to be bound here. Prove yourself worthy, and I will answer one question. That is the price of my guidance. Alleviate my ennui. Fight me, little one. Are you ready to fight me, little one?
Fighting me would be more of a challenge, with my puppets at my command.
What an excellent suggestion. Indeed, I can change the dream world here to allow this. There. Now I can fight your little friends as well. A much more entertaining fight, I should think. However, I shall use just a small fraction of my power all the same, or it will all be over too rapidly. Now prepare yourself, Soul Eater. Well fought, little ones. Well fought. Of course, if I had unleashed my true power, you would have been instantly destroyed. But where's the fun in that? Good. You have earned an answer to your question. I shall tell you how the cauldron can be shattered. That which you call the Crucible of Souls is a channel for essence. But its powers are limited. It may only convey a certain quantity at any time. Should the cauldron ever contain an overabundance of essence, it will crack and shatter. All you need do is place an artifact rich in essence inside the cauldron. The object shall be destroyed, and the cauldron will strain to contain its power. This holds the potential to destroy it forever. But what shall you use? The Inquisition in the world you have come from have destroyed almost all the relics with the abundance of essence you would require. I will tell you no more than this. You wouldn't want it to be too easy. Now, if you will excuse me, I should enjoy a short nap for a few hundred years or so. Now I shall send you onwards to where the cauldron now lies, to where your future calls you, to Kayalasa.
I tire of waiting. I was never one for patience. Another echo of Krenz's incantation. What was that traitor's scheme? A gate opens in the path. After all our futile searches, they are coming to us. Very well. I am ready. It is time to end this.
Fallen Eagle Pass? I'm back in Corwynth.
Aye, and more welcome than me, no doubt.
Nothing left for me here now my wife and son are gone.
Have you no allies in Corwynth?
Kiri, perhaps. I'll wager she's hiding out at Fallen Eagle Fortress now. It's not far from here. She may be able to help us get into Kayalasa.
Silence! Canst thou not sense her? One of my kind is close.
Surrender, demon. and you shall be spared.
An unlikely combat.
Your death is equally acceptable to me. Now's my chance. Eroboros Ephra Ashikantas.
That soul is mine.
What abomination has Krenz unleashed? This is unbearable! No! Out of my mind! I am Carissa Cantrect!
Thou shalt not command me, mortal.
I did not realize the magnitude of Krenz's transgression.
There's nothing he would not consider.
The other Devourers. The soul they consume is their pact. It binds them. But this one... We are all in here together. And it is here with us!
Do not speak as if I am not present.
How are you here at all, demon?
Thou speaketh nonsense. Thy soul resides within my body.
There is no time to discuss this now. We must reach safety. Fallen Eagle Fortress lies to the northwest of here, and Lower Kyalasa to the northeast. You rescued young Kiri Malphagon, didn't you? She's at the fortress. But we will have to go to Kyalasa eventually. Time for debate later. The pass is crawling with brigands and storm furies. We should make haste for safer ground.
The Sundered Shield had long been Corwin's prime defense against invasion and incursion. Stretching the length of the northern and eastern border, it was once strewn with fortifications and watchtowers. However, since the end of the Gerulian Empire, and even more so since the fall of the Theocracy, Corwin's military power had dwindled. The lower districts of the capital city of Kyalasa still attracted merchants and refugees, keen to benefit from the protection of the noble houses. Yet no one who was not of highborn blood ascended to Kyalasa itself, high atop the craggy mountains. The main pass from the south is named after the impregnable Fallen Eagle Fortress, the stronghold of House Malphagon. Yet with the Lord Protector slain, and his only heir too young to take his place, the Malphagons were no longer able to protect the pass. With my allies now returning from beyond the heretic kingdoms, their arrival would surely not go unnoticed by our enemies.
Welcome to Fallen Eagle Fortress, demon.
Why do you call me a demon, Kiri? You know who I am.
I have learned a great deal since returning to Kyalasa, Uncle Jaska. About who you are now, and what possesses you.
I am my own man.
You are no man. And yet, you are such a convincing facsimile of dear Jaska.
What Jasker was then, I am now, Kiri. Never doubt it.
Indeed. I almost believe you. I have prepared quarters for you. After you've settled in, I would speak with you, Uncle. Until then...
We are discovered. The girl must be slain.
I will not allow Kiri to be harmed, demon.
Thou shalt obey me, puppet!
Try me, demon. You'll find you cannot bend my will so easily.
Whether we like it or not, our fates are bound together now.
Remember what happened in my land when our secret was learned?
This is different, Zar. Kiri may be young, but she is trained in the political arts.
Indeed, she cannot be trusted, except to be practical about her own advantage.
Let me handle her. There's something she wants, or she would not have welcomed us so generously.
Since thou art mortal, I consent to thy handling of mortal affairs.
As if you had a choice.
Dear Uncle Jaska, always such a friend to my family.
What do you want, Kiri?
Someone has to deal with dear Tiberius. I simply can't have my servants kidnapping me. It's improper. And I have something you want. The soul of your old friend and commander, Captain Darius. Eliminate dear Tiberius for me, and the heroes of the Accession Wars can be reunited.
I'll think about it.
Very well. I shall be waiting. So, will you take care of dear Tiberius for me?
I do not appreciate being used like this, Kiri. But I agree that Tiberius must be dealt with.
Excellent! Excellent! I will leave the arrangements to you. Once dear Tiberius is out of the way, the rest of the city will soon fall in line. Take the seal of the Lord Protector from his corpse, and I will exchange it for Darius's soul. Now, I have other matters to attend to. You may take your leave.
Does Darius still live, Carissa?
He lived well, Jaska, but he passed away last year. There was no foul play, I assure you. He died a hero. The Lion of Corinth.
He never wanted that, you know. He'd seen what renown had done to me.
There's one of my kind here. A shaman, I think.
The brigands in these parts wouldn't work with a Temurian.
You've been dead for over a decade, Jaska. Much has changed in Corinth.
No point questioning him. He'll know we're a demon.
We must be careful. I will enchant us with the gift of the unseen. Anmas obscura invisus.
Bloody mages. What's this about?
We can still be seen, but now we appear as just another face in the crowd. What's more, it should fool the Order of the Veil into thinking I am still the same demon.
What's the plan?
We must go to the upper city, to Kyalatar itself, and learn what we can before the Pentanera returns here.
Then we hide?
No. Then I meet with them and see what they know. And we hope that they do not see through our ruse.
The city of Kyalisar has been rebuilt so many times, it is often impossible to tell from which era its buildings originate. Is that castle really a survivor from the Gerulian Empire era? Or simply a reproduction of an architecturally similar style? Sometimes it's impossible to tell. Since the sacking of Kyalisar in the Accession Wars, however, the city has undergone a major renovation. The noble houses have been forced by the total destruction of the upper city to rebuild the plaza in its entirety. Each time the city rises from the rubble, it rises higher. Where other nations would look at the impossibility of constructing a city amidst the high peaks, the nobles of Kyalisar see the challenge and find it impossible to decline. The balance of power is held at this time between two houses. House Malphagon, the seat of the Lord Protector, where Prolocutor Tiberius graciously rules as regent. House of the Eagle, one of the oldest families, now in the shrewd hands of its matriarch Cyrene Acta. Only the power brokering of House Zofti, the Courtesans Guild, has held the uneasy peace in Kyalisar in recent years. But for all the bickering of the noble houses, no one doubts that the real power lies with the Inquisition and the Pentanera that control it. What would I not give to gain back my library and the Civil Mage's Villa? But alas, I must trust in my allies to learn what our enemies are scheming.
Take me up now. Now is as good a time as any to talk. The Winchman cannot hear us. You have discovered something? Yes? Something Kren sent you to uncover?
Perhaps so.
Do not tell me what it is. If we are captured and tortured, my ignorance could save us.
If Valkyrin captures us, he will certainly torture us for information.
Every plan has its risks. Right now, Lady Mara and the rest of the Pentanera are expecting me for our next ritual. If I don't turn up, they'll be suspicious. We shall have to be at the Civil Mage's Villa when it happens. And if we're fortunate, we can learn something helpful at the same time. Here we are, Kyalasa, the city of nobles, rebuilt above its own rubble, yet again.
We should confront Tiberius. Get this over with.
Perhaps so. The longer we wait, the more trouble we can get into. Damn. That's Evanger at the bar.
Same old Evanger. When he's not killing, he's drinking.
This is too dangerous. We should leave.
Not so fast, Carissa. You say your enchantment conceals us. What better way to find out? I'd rather run from a drunken Evanger than the whole of the Pentanera.
Baron Evanger?
While I'm in here, call me Tar.
I've never called you by your first name, Baron.
You've never come drinking with me before. Now share a drink with me or leave. I've no interest in talking about the Order while I'm under this roof.
Very well. I'll share a drink with you.
There's hope for you yet, Carissa.
Bloody taverns!
Thou hast crushed my head with thy witch's brew.
Oh, my head. I swear I will never touch another drop of mead.
I know these men from Thole.
Do not give us away, Jaska. Secrecy is our strongest defense. I need supplies, no questions asked.
Discretion assured is the motto of my establishment, milady.
I thought our motto was finest wares guaranteed.
Well, I changed it when I saw this good lady's need for prudence.
Shall I cancel the sign writer then?
The name's Arashad. What do you need, milady?
What do you want?
Why are you in Lower Kyalasa, Temurian? Your kind usually avoids the city.
We refuse to work while our enemies even now are closing in on our most precious relic.
You're a mine worker? A slave master for one of the noble houses?
We work for House of the Eagle, but the matriarch will not let us recover our heritage. No iron until we have what is rightfully ours.
What is it, Inquisitor?
You are with the House of the Scar?
House Macula, yes. I am an Archon of that bloodline.
All mages bear the scar, the macula. What makes your house so special?
All mages not of our line now serve your Inquisition. Only we are true students of magic. What do you want?
Why do you frequent this place? Isn't this beneath you?
I am a prime Archon of my house, and I must keep my ear to the ground, as they say. What better place than a tavern to listen for rumors? Besides, the wine is passable most days.
Back for more, Carissa? I'm impressed.
Come on, then. This round's on me.
Now that's the spirit, Carissa. Barkeep, 2 more flagons of mead with burnt water chasers.
Bloody hell. What did we do last night?
I think I licked a lump of coal at one point.
Something about that tavern drives us to behave foolishly.
Carissa, you survived. This newfound ardor continues to impress. Barkeep, more mead, burned water, and 2 pickled eggs.
No, no more tar. Thank you, but I must rest.
Lady Carissa, what a pleasure to see you again.
I am no lady, Cyrene. House Cantrek fell centuries ago.
How remiss of me to forget. Does the Inquisition have something to discuss with my house? Ask me what you will.
Who would want to block Fallen Eagle Pass?
Why would you ask me for political analysis, Carissa? Doubtless Tiberius cannot count on the support of the battalion at the fortress. Yet blockading the pass is an act of weakness on his part. He shall not prevail. What is it,
What is your position on Prolocutor Tiberius?
I respect a power grab, but not a Vulgarian upstart like Tiberius. He will require dealing with. Ask me what you will.
Would you consider an assassin for Tiberius?
Are we to discuss murder the way others discuss the weather? How vulgar. I find these audiences tiring.
Why are there wild griffins in Fallen Eagle Pass?
Do I seem like a common huntress to you, Carissa? Do not waste my time with such petty affairs. Ask me what you will.
I hear you're having problems with your mining operations.
My husband acquired a great many of the mines in Sundered Shield, and House of the Eagle still administrates these assets. But yes, there is a problem with the slave masters who work the undead miners. They are refusing to work until some staff is returned to them. I should never have hired those Temurians. Human workers are much more reliably motivated by silver. Ask your questions, child.
What can you tell me about this staff?
It is the last remaining artifact of the Grey Claw shamans, who were all exterminated when that tribe fled to Corwinth. The staff is said to be imparted with the sum of their last shaman's arcane knowledge, for all that is worth. A rumor recently surfaced that the Blood Pact knows where the last Greyclaw shaman's staff was concealed. Now those bone-idle mutts refuse to run the mine unless their artifact is returned to them. This is what I get for extending a hand of friendship to foreigners. I find these audiences tiring.
I will seek the last Greyclaw shaman's staff for you, as a show of goodwill.
Indeed. Well, my goodwill is seldom easily acquired, as you know. You could do worse than to ask House Macula about the staff. There is little in the ways of magic that they do not take an interest in. Archon Meddler can often be found in that disreputable tavern if you can stomach the place. What is it,
I shall take my leave now, Lady Cyrene.
Well, out with it.
What can you tell me about the last Greyclaw shaman's staff?
I haven't the faintest idea to what you refer.
The staff imbued with the arcane knowledge of the last Greyclaw shaman. The Blood Pact are seeking its resting place.
Interesting. I hadn't heard of such an artifact until now.
I thought House Macula prided itself on its knowledge of magic.
Temurian magic has never been written down. It is only shared by word of mouth. Regardless, I cannot help you with this. Perhaps you should speak to the Greyclaws in Lower Kayalisar instead. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to be somewhere.
Not often I get a rise from their archons. Feels strangely satisfying.
What is it, Wolf?
All Temurians are brothers. I would help you in your plight.
You have the snout and withers of a blood-packed wolf. We are far from brothers.
No, I have long since severed. What's that word?
Severed?
I have long since severed my ties to the Blood Pact. I, Tsar the Berserker, fight for justice now. And in the name of that cause, I would help you and your tribe recover the staff of your lost shaman.
I am Tenok Plashvar of the Greyclaw tribe, and I welcome your aid, Tsar. What do you want?
Can you tell me where the staff can be found?
The last shaman concealed it with cunning and guile. There is a stone in the Temurian wilds engraved with a riddle that can only be seen with a certain charm. The riddle stone stands in front of a great tree, or did before the curse fell. Who can say how it appears now? What do you want?
How could this riddle be so hard that not a single Temurian has solved it?
The enchantments guarding the staff are powerful indeed. Many who have tried have been gravely wounded, even killed. But now the Blood Pact have learned of this, we are running out of time to recover the staff. Take this Greyclaw charm. It will reveal the riddle to you when you find the proper stone. Please, I beg you, make haste to the wilds and solve the riddle.